go, why not? Let's go, let's go. Hey, if you don't know us, come learn the line dancing.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
Come on down. Support your local vendors.
Excuse me.
Hey, okay.
PM starting May the 7th. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss this movie. Let's go get it, y'all. Follow me on all my social media outlets. That's Facebook, that's YouTube, that's TikTok, and Instagram.
All right, everybody, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy, DMP Speaks. I am live in the studio, and it is live. I have no idea. I just came in, and it's live. And I mean, they got vendors out here. They have beautiful jewelry out there. They got food. They got prizes. Listen, you want to come down to the station right now. I'm gonna repeat. You want to come down to the station right now because it is live. Got some good people down here. They got some things on the outside. They got some things going on in the inside. So you don't want to miss this. Come on down. But while they're doing that, I'm gonna do my show and then I'm gonna enjoy the little bit of the festivities. So I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to share this with someone. If this is your first time on Speak Out Loud Radio, let me introduce myself properly. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am a empowerment speaker. I am a board certified Christian counselor and a family restoration specialist, which is nothing but a family coach. And I come to give you some information that I feel like is going to be beneficial for you in the long run. So, with that being said, give me 1 second.
We got BBSL in the
I
building.
think I left it. I had some other information that I wanted to share, but I'll do that in another time. So, today we're going to talk about the topic your family is broken, but they're not destroyed. So, let me say that again. Your family is broken, but not destroyed. And today won't be super, super long, but I believe what I have is going to be beneficial for you and your family. So let's get into it. So we all have a piece of us that feels broken and misplaced, right? Some of you have lost loved ones. I'm actually giving a little bit of a shout out to the my Savage family back in Central New York, Utica, New York, where they're going to be burying my one of my big brothers. He succumbed to some of his sicknesses, and they're going to be burying him down in the Carolina. I was not able to be there, but I wanted to give a shout out to the Savage family to just let them know that I love them very much and I'm praying for them. So I'm just giving that. And there's other people that have been through some things right now that are overwhelming. And I'll be honest, I'm still grieving over my sister. It's not an easy thing, but it's something I still have to learn how to get over and get through. Now, why am I saying all of this to you? Some of you have had loss that was significant, and you're trying to figure out how are you going to recover from this. Some of you feel like you're not going to be able to recover, but you are going to be able to recover. Like I said, you have lost a loved one, or you have lost a relationship, a divorce happened in your family, disagreements, and your family is in turmoil right now. Things have escalated to something unfamiliar, some things that just out of your hands, and you're trying to figure out How am I going to get myself back to the place? How am I going to get my family back to this place? Because we feel so broken. Many of you in your family, you guys feel broken. You guys feel like you're not at a good place. And some of you, if we could be honest, you're not at a great place right now. You're suffering. But one thing that I want to kind of explain to you for the next few moments is you might be finding yourself feeling like you guys are drifting apart. Some of your marriages are drifting apart. You're drifting apart from your children. Your children are drifting away from you. And you know that you have a purpose. You know you all have a purpose to fulfill, but it's hard for a purpose to be fulfilled when you feel like you're not on the same page. But let me say this very clearly. You have a purpose that you have to fulfill, and there's going to be true happiness and true joy even while you have brokenness, because your brokenness is not forever. I'll say that again. Your brokenness in your family is not forever. Things might not be going right now, but that's not going to be forever. If this is your first time hearing that, let me repeat that one more time. Your brokenness in your family is not going to be forever. See, being brokenhearted doesn't mean that you're weak or your family is weak. Let me repeat that. Because you are broken right now, because your relationships are broken, that doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that your family is weak-minded. It's just that you're going through a hardship right now. You're going through some hard situations right now. But you do got to believe. And it's not only do you have to believe, you have to trust and know that things will turn around for you eventually. They might not happen right now, but they will. But let me say this. It doesn't matter what your background is. Everybody is human, and everybody has some kind of emotion that they are going through. Everybody has some kind of situation that they're dealing with. So you are not exempt. Your family is not exempt. Everybody goes through some kind of hardship, but you don't stay there. Okay? This just means that at this moment, your emotional and psychological strength that your family has been challenged. How many times in your family have you been challenged? I'm being challenged right now. If I can sit here and tell you some of the things that I'm dealing with right now, it would make your head spin. But when I smile, see, some of y'all can't see me because I'm on radio. I'm smiling. It's not a fake smile, it's a real smile. Because this real smile is going to get me through all of the challenges that I'm getting through. And sometimes all you can do is smile. Sometimes there's no words that you can even say. Sometimes all you can do is just smile in the face of pain. Sometimes all you can do is smile in the face of heartache. Only sometimes you can only do is smile when you're grieving. But let me say this to you. You need time to heal. You might be broken right now, but you're not destroyed. Your family's not destroyed because they're still here. That means that it is still an opportunity for all of you to be in a better place, to grow. See, families need time to make adjustments. Families need time to heal. Healing doesn't happen like this. If the body, the human anatomy of the body, if something breaks, if a muscle is pulled, if a socket is out of place, I don't care how much you put that socket back into place, that socket of that arm or that wrist or that knee or that leg, it still needs time to heal. So if the human anatomy of a human being, when something is being pulled or something is being adjusted, if that needs time, that means that your family needs time to heal. And you got to make sure that in this time that you feel broken, you got to look for better. Some of you are healing from breakups. Some of you are healing from divorces. And you're saying, what was wrong with me? And I'm not just talking to the women, I'm talking to the men too. You might be saying, what's wrong with me? How come they couldn't work it out with me? Some things happen that might be out of our control or it might be in our control. But what I'm saying to you is, because I don't want to get off topic, whatever the situation is, you might feel broken, but you're not destroyed. And the reason why I titled this, your family might be broken or is broken, but they're not destroyed. Every day that you have on this earth means that there's another opportunity to do better. There's another opportunity for you to grow. There's another opportunity for your family to make those necessary adjustments. It takes everything that you have. Yes, that pain is going to sting for a while. Even after you move on with yourself or someone else, there's mental fatigue. There's memories. Memories are a part of life. Believe me, the heartache of not having my sister or my father here anymore hurts me deeply. But we're not destroyed. I might feel broken in certain areas, but I'm still here and you're still here and your family is still here. Again, let me repeat. Being broken doesn't mean you're destroyed. It just means that you need more time to process the grief, to process the problem, to process where you're going to take the next steps for your family. But you're still here. And you're not destroyed because you have something to accomplish together that's bigger than you, that's bigger than your family. Your family is not destroyed because you have a purpose to fulfill together and not apart. Do you know how many families I talk to that would love to put their families together, but they are so broken? They're going through so much, they don't even know the steps. I just had a potential client come to me and said, it was a mother. She says, I love my son, but he hates me. He hates me because me and his father separated. And I did it because I needed to separate myself from him. And I stayed for so long, but I feel broken because I feel like everybody's against me. And I told her sometimes, I'm gonna say it just like I feel it, Frank. Sometimes you got to stand alone and get the healing that you need, then go back and figure out those things. But I'm talking about family. Sometimes your family has to separate themselves from social media. They got to separate themselves from other family members, and you got to focus on what is going to be beneficial for me and my family so that we can get to this next level. I know I'm talking good. And even if you hear in that background, that's just life. That's just what it is. So we rolling with it because today is a celebration. And the reason why I'm talking about this, I'm giving you a push because some of you want to stop. Some of you want to quit. Some of you want to leave your husbands. Some of you want to leave your wives. Some of you want to leave your children. Some of you want to leave your grandchildren. You want to run away. But listen to me, man, sir, ma'am, you can't leave. They are your assignment. Your family is your assignment, and you can't leave them. But it's time to build. I'm almost done. It is time to build the life that you want to live. It's time, I'll say it again. It's time to build the life that you want to live. Nobody else is going to be able to build that for you but you. It's time to stop. Okay. You got to keep people out your business. I'll say it again. You got to keep people out of your business. That's why some of your families are broken because you got the wrong people coming by and getting a plate. You got the wrong people. You got the wrong people in your ear, and you're wondering why. Why can't me and my husband get along? Why can't me and my children get along? Why is our family so separated? Have you looked at the people you're hanging around with? Have you looked at the people that you associate yourself with? You have to be very careful because your family right now is very vulnerable. I can't even explain to you how many families right now that look great on social media are, but they're so vulnerable right now because they're not talking about the issue. They're not getting the help. They won't go to counseling. They won't go to therapy because they're scared, but they'll spend $1,500 to a trip to Hawaii, but they're not getting along. They'll buy the sneakers, but that child hates them because they're not talking about the issues. But it's time to build the family that you always want to have. And they're there, but you got to build them up brick by brick, conversation after conversation, moment by moment. And it seemed like I'm yelling. I just want you to hear what I'm saying because we live in the life right now, right? Your family was not designed to be destroyed because you all have something to accomplish together, not separately. But the only way that you're going to see these things manifest, you have to be able to take the scales from your eyes. You have to stop making excuses and get the help that you. Your family is not destroyed. Sometimes we may not understand the pain that we deal with, but that pain that you're dealing with is only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make your family stronger. If you just know that there is a greater purpose that you all together as a collective unit have to continue to work on. I'll say that again. There is a greater purpose for you all to work on, but you can only work on that if you all are on the same page. Excuse me, these sinuses. Now, forgive me. You have to be able to work on those things together. It is really important that you do that, right? It might be a push. I wrote this down. It might be a push that you need. You might need a swift kick in your rear end, but that's okay. It's to help you. And when I work with my families, I'm working toward forgiveness, hope, and reconciliation. I'll say it again. Forgiveness, hope, and reconciliation. Some of you, this is why, if I could be honest, this is why some of your family members, yeah, I'm just going to say it like I feel. This is why your family cannot move forward because you haven't forgiven each other. And from not forgiving each other, there is no hope. There is no hope. I'm sorry, y'all. I just see some great people that came in, so y'all forgive me. Um, this is just what it is. And there's no reconciliation. And you wonder why your family is so far apart because you're not forgiving one another. There's no hope. There is no reconciliation. When is the last time you talked to your mother? When's the last time you talked to your father? When's the last time you sat down and you forgave that person? Because listen, life is too short. I just told you, I lost two significant people in my life this past Friday, and they're both being buried today. And I could not go to their funeral because I didn't have the time and I didn't have the finances. So I'm sitting there, I'm still grieving, right? I feel broken, but I'm not destroyed because I remember all the good times that I've had with my big brother and my big sister. And I refuse to allow their legacy to be destroyed because of how I feel. So what am I doing? I come to the show. I have a show to do tonight. I have other stuff to do tonight with my wife. I am getting on the phone with some clients as soon as I get out of here. Why? Because I believe there is reconciliation for your family. There is hope, and you got to forgive. So let me say this, and I'm almost done. Your family wounds, your addictions, your depressions, your anxiety moments, that worry, it will slowly start to decrease when you show up every day for your family. This is how you start to see that you guys are not destroyed. You might feel the brokenness, you might feel the pain, you might feel the anxiety, you might feel all of this. But you got to show up every single day. Again, if I would have quit on my wife, if I would have quit on my son, if I would have quit on my mother and quit on my niece, they would have fell apart. But I had to have the strength from God above, but the strength that he has given me to keep going. Because I have a purpose. We all have a purpose together. We have individual purposes, right? But we all have a purpose together to see it through. So let me say this. I want to give you some strong things and I'm done. Are y'all ready for it? Your family is strong. You might feel like your family is not, but your family is strong. Your family is mighty. Your family are overcomers. And your family is going to survive. I'll say that again. Your family is strong. Your family is mighty. Your family are overcomers. And your family will survive. And I believe every family deserves transformation. And I say this on my show, my live every morning, but I'm going to say this to you now. Every family deserves transformation. When are you going to transform your family? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm in church. I have to watch myself. I have to watch myself because I got preachers in the radio, and I'm just a lonely drummer. But seriously, everybody, because sometimes some of you haven't heard this about your family. You've heard this about yourself. But you haven't heard that your family is strong, your family is mighty, you can make it, that you're going to survive. All the hell that you had to go through, you got to get paid back for that. There has to be a payback. So I'm going to close with this. Some of you have been found this wonderful radio station. I'm telling you, you guys got to come down because you're going to miss out on the festivities, right? But some of you know that you need some family counseling, but you won't go. But like I said, you'll spend $1,500, $200, $2,000 on a trip, a family trip, but you're not even getting along. When are you going to take a step in the right direction? When are you going to take a step for your family to not just be broken and continue to be broken and not be destroyed? Because this is an opportunity for you all to make change. So I'm going to say this from my heart. I want to see your family change. I want to see them renewed. I want to see them set free. I want you to go to my social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And please subscribe to my YouTube page. And I want you to click on my link, and I want you to sign up for your free 30-minute consultation call with me. And I want to help your family, even in your brokenness. And I'll say it again, even in your brokenness, I want to help you to show you that you are not destroyed, but you are strong. You are mighty. You're going to overcome, and you will survive this test. I believe it. Love you guys. Peace.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for spending time with me.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board-certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.